Fitness Club, what's going on? What's up? What's up? Hey, it's Friday, it's check-in day. I know it's a little bit later in the day, but I am working hard on a couple things for you guys. But it's check-in day, so let's check in with each other. Couple updates. There's a couple updates. There's some things that's growing in the club, right? If you guys look at the classroom tab, you'll see that the courses that you don't have access to are now considered private. There's no price on them anymore. And that's because you're only going to be able to access them through the landing pages that they are built on. All right, so it's part of the work that I'm doing, and we're doing that because I want to be able to have a sustainable way to bring new members into the club. All right, eventually you will see a tab in the community section of the club where you can access all of the new courses that are going to be added to the classroom. All right, there's a class, there's a course that I'm working on called the Young Back Blueprint, and that's going to be a course that's specifically not just for your back, but just for staying flexible and mobile in general. All right, we focused a lot on the abs and the body weight blueprint. We focus on building your basic foundation in the 90 Days Daily Fitness Quest. We have the Forever Fit Wellness Blueprint coming up, which is the maintenance course for after the 90 days. I'll start recording for that in September. And we have the Young Back Blueprint coming up, which is basically another mini course. And it's focused on keeping that body flexible and mobile. All right. And so, with that being said, let's get into today's lesson. I'm actually in the car right now, so that's why you see me looking around and stuff. I'm usually seated. It's like I said, we're very busy, and school is going back in session for the one. And I know that you guys might have already started that process as well. Your kids might already be back in school. But without further ado, we were talking about the Young Back Blueprint, and so today's discussion is about flexibility and mobility, which is fitness key number 2. The second key to athletic fitness is this: athleticism requires flexibility. There is no athleticism without flexibility. You have to be flexible and mobile in order to be athletic. All right, and that is why you see athletes, they look so graceful. It's not because they can float, it's because they can bend, right, and twist. And that is definitely the key, right? It's key for a couple of reasons. One, because a spine, right? Your back. If you have a young back, you have a young body. Your entire body will be young. If you have an old, inflexible back, your entire body is old, because the spine holds up the entire body. So if that spine is old, the whole body might as well be old. Doesn't matter what your age is. That's why I always say that age is just a number. All right, whether you're old or young, it's up to you. You're fully in control of that. Understand? Here's a little bit of science to how the joints work. You have something in your joints called synovial fluid. All right, and the synovial fluid is what keeps those joints oiled up, lubricated. All right, the more you stretch, the more your body produces synovial fluid. You get it? That's why flexibility and mobility is totally in your control. Because the more you stretch, the more lubricated your joints get. The less you stretch, the less synovial fluid will be in the joints, and the less lubricated you will be. So the answer is never to say, oh, I need a shot, I need this, I need that. All you need to do is get together a routine that is going to help you to get that flexibility and mobility back in the muscle and in the joint. And there you see that now there's 2 elements to flexibility and mobility. It is the flexibility of the joint itself, but also the muscles that are connected to the joints. So it's a 2-part process, and it might seem complicated on a physiological level, but all you need is the blueprint. All you need is the proper stretches and the consistency and the discipline to be consistent. And you can get your flexibility back, and you can get your mobility back. Right? But it's a process. Cool? Yeah, we're checked in. All right, this is a new week. We're about to start September. I know some folks are still working their way through stage one. I know Drea and her sister Teresa are now breaking into stage two. They're in 30s, and that means that they have been introduced to martial arts movements. Martial arts movements is the most powerful exercise that you're going to do in your entire lives. Everything else besides the martial arts movement is like the accoutrements, it's like the hors d'oeuvres. You know what I'm saying? Martial arts movements is the meat and potatoes. Pay very, very close attention to detail when you're working on those tiptoes and real walks. If you think you're low, get lower because you're not low enough. Get lower because you're not low enough. And just breathe. Just control your breath and control the movement. Right? Guys, I need you to go ahead and answer the questions that you're going to see on this check-in sheet. And I would love for you guys to schedule to be in the community live event next week. So Thursday of next week, we're going to do this. It's going to be live, but I want to talk to people. I want other people to come in and literally check in with me and talk with me about what their struggles are, what they got going on, what they need help with. Alright? And we'll just have another discussion about our 10 keys to fitness. We can talk about the sustainable burn diet, the step dietary protocol, that's the other half of this. Alright guys, you have a blessed one. Check it out.